We're going to focus on another wild edible. This one is black cap raspberries. Here they are. Still a little early yet, but there's some ripe ones. It goes out saying, when they turn black, oh man, those are good. They're ripe. When they're red, they're not. So they're a little different than regular red raspberries. But man, I'll tell you, I think these, if you want the best raspberry, it's right here. I mean, don't get me wrong, the invasive wineberries, which I'll show you, they're right here. They're not ready yet. They're good. They're really good. And regular red raspberries are good too. But man, you want the crown prince of all raspberries. I'm going to tell you, I believe it's the black cap. I believe that's the best of all of them. They're just an awesome raspberry. Now, like a lot of raspberries, they kind of like sun. They like the margins of the field, edge of a trail type situation. There's my hat. So that's the general habitat. So, and of course, as always, when you're trying a new wild edible for the first time, granted a lot of berries that are black colored, that have seeds and individual little cells, I don't remember the name for that, but a lot of berries like that tend to be good to eat. You don't know what you're eating, don't eat it. Here's an example. Invasive species on the top, local species on the bottom, right here. Now, the invasives, here's a pro. These raspberries are ripe a little bit before the wineberries. And I think that gives them a little bit of an edge on having birds pick them up. They don't have to compete with the invasive wineberries, which are an awesome berry too. So, but I think the numbers are getting less and less, at least in my area. And the numbers of the wineberries keep getting more and more. So it's something to consider. Continuing the hike, this time down, we left the mountain, going over the mountain. Now we're going to cross these long abandoned railroad tracks. These haven't seen a train in over 10 years. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you the difference between the black cap raspberries, which I showed you earlier in the hike, with native red raspberries. Black caps are also native as well. Here's a red raspberry right there. Now these, unlike the black cap raspberries, there we go. When these are red, these are ripe. When they're green, they're not. Now the black caps, they gotta be, black caps, when the black caps are red, they're actually, they're not ripe yet. So let's take a look. Here's some more. Good. Now these here, these are black caps, I believe, right by the same spot, unless I'm mistaken, and I don't think I am, right by the reds. Now just like we saw earlier with the invasive wineberries, these species, they kind of like the same spot. This is basically, although it's the edge of a railroad tracks, when it comes right down to it, this is basically the margin of a field. It gives you a spot. Now you see, as I said before, there's the invasive wineberries. There's some blackberries as well. So this, whenever you have a situation like this, a lot of times you'll have berries. At least raspberries tend to like this. What do we got here? These are black cap raspberries, and they're not ready yet. So you have all three species competing for the same spot. These are good, but I think the black caps are better. These are also, they're really getting hard to find. They're really, I don't even want to trample them because they're just, they seem to be on the decline, the native variety. And the black caps look good this year, but those wineberries are really pushing them out. So we're not gonna, we'll eat a few of the berries, we'll leave the bushes basically be. I kind of like giving the hometown boys a little leeway, you know. I mean, it's not the invasive's fault. I mean, we're the ones that brought them here. So I got nothing against them, really. There we go. Okay, so that's your difference between black cap raspberries and red raspberries. Right across the tracks. I know I said I was done, but those are the black caps. Maybe I can get a shot of both in the same hand. I didn't think I'll get this opportunity to do it, but I guess so. Oops. Anywhere in here? Ah. As I said, I don't want to trample the bush. There we go. All right. And there we are. A few of each. Okay, now we're done. Thank you thank you for looking.